Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy AP with another video. I'm gonna talk about today a random situation I had not a random situation, but a random conversation I had with my brother. You know, every time I call my brother, we just start talking about like, you know, some what are those called? Like some conspiracies. It's fun. It's stupid, but it's fun. Talking about like, you know, topics that interest us, or you know, today he brought up an artist. He was asking me because he doesn't really know too much about, you know, artists and celebrities. I know a little bit more. And he was like, "Hey, do you know this singer? He's a Canadian." And I was like, "I don't know." He was trying to. His name's Tory Lanes. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I know Tory Lanes." And I didn't even know he was Canadian, but yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, I know about him." He's like, "Hey, you know he got stabbed up in prison, right?" And I was like, "For real?" I was like, "Dang." And then I told him, I remembered when he got sent to prison a while back. I don't know if it was a couple years back. I can't really recall. But and I told my brother, "Hey, but do you remember how or why he got sent to prison?" And he was like, "Nah, I forgot." And then I reminded him, like, "Hey, I think it's not exact. I'm probably wrong, but the way that I remember it, I'm too lazy to go look it up on Google or whatever, the articles, whatever. I'm too lazy, so I'm just gonna, if I'm wrong, correct me, check me. But if I can recall, it was like he was messing around or dating with Megan Thee Stallion, and she's fine. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind. And he was with one of her friends or something like that, and then they went to a party. I don't know if it was like a Kardashian party. I don't know if Tory Lanez was trying to get at one of the Kardashians or one of the Jenners or some other girl in the party. Or I don't even know if it was a Kardashian party. But they went to some party. I guess Tory Lanez, you know what I'm saying, he was probably like a little horn dog. He was trying to get up at some other breezies, some other females. And maybe Megan felt some type of way. And she got jealous. Then they headed out. They left the party, and then they started arguing, and you know, one thing led to another, and someone ended up getting shot in the foot, and it was supposedly Megan Thee Stallion, and supposedly it was Tory Lanez who shot her. Who knows? I don't know. That's the way that I recall it. I don't know. I'm too lazy, like I said, to look it up. Anyways, and me and my brother were like, "Dang, like." That's crazy. And like how I mentioned, Megan Thee Stallion is a very attractive woman, you know. And I told my brother, like, talking about women, like, you know, a lot of the girls, I've noticed now that, you know, a lot of the girls that look very, very attractive, I'm not even talking about cute, beautiful, lovely. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about like the girls that are hot, like just hot, you know, fine. Those type of, you know, fine, hot, and you know, man, hold up, yeah, there we go. You know, those girls, like the very, very attractive girls, like I'm talking, and they know they're attractive. There's some girls that think they're attractive, but they're not that attractive or at all. And they just think they're attractive, but the ones that are legitimately like, yo, you attractive, I've noticed that a lot of them, you know, a lot of them are the majority of kind of bad people, you know, because, you know, they get all of this validation. They think like every guy is trying to holler at them, every guy is trying to mac at them. They develop this entitlement since they're like who knows what age until they're like young women to like grown women, and there's guys always willing to do stuff for them, or like, you know, they're able to leverage their way into certain situations or positions, and they're just entitled, you know, and they get money. There are ways to get money. They can get money this way, that way, and I'm not saying they're all, you know, wholesome ways to get money. And yeah, they're bad people, you know. And now that I'm grown, that I'm you know, I'm older now, and I can see a lot of the things back then when I was like a teenager or a kid. I wouldn't be able to spot out those things or just think about them. You know, I wouldn't even think about them. I would just, oh, I'm so in love. I see, you know, a girl with, you know, with a G-string, thinking like, oh, I'm in love. I want to marry her. But now I'm like, yo, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even worth even to smash sometimes, you know, even though she's like, hey, meet me up at this time. Like, I want to smash. Sometimes it's not even worth it, you know. It's like a girl like that, like you know, that they're fine and stuff. Not saying that I can pull it. I'm not gonna pull it, you know. I can't pull, but other guys that can pull those type of girls, man, it comes with so much problems. You don't know how many men have died because of women, like, you know, just women, bad women. I'm not talking about the good ones. I'm talking about the bad ones. How many people have died? How many people have got set up? Their lives been destroyed. Their marriages, families been destroyed. Been accused of things that they didn't do. End up in prison. They end up going to prison and getting killed or stabbed up like Tory Lanes. It's just a whole bunch of mess, you know. Or get beat up. You know, you get beat up saying just because you didn't call her back, or now you're talking to another female. She's going to pretend that you hit her or that you did something to her. She's going to get her brothers or her family members, and they're going to come over there, kill you, beat you up, threaten you, mess up your car, whatever. It's just dangerous, you know, with those type of females. Like, they attract men because they over-sexualize themselves. They dress very provocative. The energy that they walk on gives... I'm not gonna lie, but it gets you, you know what I'm saying? It gets you, you know what I'm saying? It gets you, you know what I'm saying? It gets you, you know, it brings your attraction. Even though you're attracted to that stuff, you know it's danger involved, or there could be problems down the road messing with that type of chick, you know what I'm saying? And even though what I was telling my brother was like even though we know it's trouble, it's not easy saying no, or I'm good, you know. It's not easy, you know, because as men, we're attracted to females very strong, you know. We're more ready than the girls are, you know. The girls keep it hidden. We're like, we ready. I'll hop out the car right now, you know what I'm saying? We could get it on, you know what I'm saying? We get real nasty, you know what I'm saying, real quick. It's a joke. But yeah, like I told my brother, like, yeah, man, like if I you know what I'm saying, if I seen a ghost, you know, like a female ghost, and I already knew, I was like, let's say, because I'm right here by the bushes, there's like a forest right here. It's getting kind of dark and spooky, you know what I'm saying? I probably gotta wrap it up, you know what I'm saying? It's getting kind of spooky around here. And there's no one around, you know what I'm saying? So I got, you know what I'm saying, I gotta get up out of here. This is a library, but everyone already left. There's a forest right here, right? And let's say there's like an attractive, a fine, hot ghost, female ghost that comes out, right? With a tongue just, right? But she got a banging body and she has a pretty face, but she got them black eyes, but her tongue, you know what I'm saying? And she says, hey, come with me to the bush and come handle this. I'm gonna be like, yo, I know I'm probably gonna die over there and get killed, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she's saying some stuff that's getting me, you know what I'm saying? She's saying some stuff like, yo, come handle this. Come take care of this. What you gonna do with this? And I'm like, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? But I'm over there like, I'm gonna die over 99% chance I'm gonna die over there, or 1% chance that goes, she just needs, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time, you know what I'm saying, since, you know what I'm saying, she's gotten some. So that's how men are. Like, we know there's danger there, but we're like that probability, like, you know what I'm saying? What if there's just a possibility she just wants to have a fun time, you know what I'm saying? but the probability doesn't look good. You know, it's probably like a 50-50 if you're lucky. 60, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But because there's been a lot of times where like let's take an example. Gangs, right? There's gangs everywhere and all over the world, and sometimes rival gang members. There's females involved. There's females that get involved with different gangs, and they're messing around with dudes from different gangs, and what's it called? And she could be from a specific gang. You know, let's just say she's from gang X, right? And but she's still, she's still a little provocative female. So she's trying to get, you know what I'm saying, some protein from many different hoods. You know what I'm saying? She don't discriminate the gang when it comes to, for a little bit of fun time from here and there, right? So she'll probably call up. She'll probably somehow get in contact or you know what I'm saying, just get to know other gang members, and let's say a gang member from gang Y, letter Y, and she's texting them like, yo, we should meet up, we should have fun, like, and then the guy from gang Y is like those people from over there from gang X, they could like, this girl could set me up, you know what I'm saying, this girl could set me up, I could get killed, I could get robbed, I could get beat up, I could get my car stolen, I could get stabbed up. It don't matter, but there's a slight chance or a chance that this is just I come over there, we have some fun time, and I'm out, and that's all it is. It could just be strictly just fun time, nothing, no gang related, nothing, no nothing. It could just be that. And there's a lot of cases where it's like that. The girl just is from this gang, but she's just trying to have a good time with another gang member. You know what I'm saying? And they do their thing, and that's it. From time to time they meet up, they do their thing, and that's it. That's cool. That's what's up. But like sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes that girl is trying to set up other people, or maybe they did have their fun. It was legit, genuine. But maybe he did something to her. Now she's all up in her feelings. And she's, you know what? Now I'm gonna set him up. You're thinking that it's all safe. Oh, I've met that chick a couple of times. It's all good. Next thing you know, you're dead or you're stabbed up. So that's what I was telling my brother. Like with these females, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful messing with these females. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them are crazy. Everyone, not just men and women, right now are crazy. That's why I don't even start. People, they honk at me, they flip me off. I'm like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm getting back home safe, and I'm gonna fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Be ready for work tomorrow, cause people is just crazy. People is just killing people for no reason, bro. People is like doing some crazy wild stuff. And anyways, with the females, you just gotta be careful with the females, man, cause she has a pretty face, she has the body, and she can just has led men to their downfall. A lot of men have fallen. A lot of wise men, powerful men. Some examples from the Bible would be like someone like Samson, with the one who had strength, and he was like one of the judges of Israel, and he messed with this one chick. I think people were telling him like, yo, don't mess with that chick. She's from like, don't mess with her. And it led to his downfall. If you know the story, you know the story. Another one will probably be like, I don't know if it was for sure. I don't know if it was King David. Oh, King David too. He was like, up in his his crib. He seen a female from the story, his downfall, and he got cursed by God, and his offspring were cursed as well, and God forgave him, but it wasn't good. And then I don't know if Solomon was one of them. He was one of the wisest people, if not the wisest people who've ever existed. But what was his downfall? Women. Now, I'm not saying women are bad or evil or nothing like that. There's plenty of women that are in the book that are very faithful, love God, and are just, beautiful, beautiful women inside and out. and that love God, and they try their best to serve, even though they're not perfect. They try their best, you know, and they make mistakes, you know, but they're God-fearing women. But I'm not saying all of them, you know. There's different tiers. There's some evil ass women, and then there's some bad women. You know, it just goes on, just like men, you know what I'm saying? There's evil men too, you know what I'm saying? But it was just what we had conversation with my brother, with Tory Lanes and Megan Thee Stallion, and I were talking about, like, you know what, that situation that happened with Tory Lanes, who knows? Who knows? Maybe, bro, some of these females is so, like, they don't care. They'll want to destroy you. Who knows? Maybe even Megan Thee Stallion, just to ruin Tory Lanez' career, she shot herself in the foot. Now, I'm not saying that she did that, but I wouldn't be surprised if she ended up shooting herself and then telling the cops, he shot me. And you know how the cops are over here. If a female says something, oh, he did this, they're not asking questions. They're right away putting you on handcuffs, throwing you in jail, and then they'll start asking questions later. And then they'll find out, like, a few months, a few weeks, a few hours, a few years, oh, he's innocent. And then they'll just give the girl a slap on the wrist, and they won't do nothing to her, and wasting the cops' time, taxpayers' money, whatever. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with these women. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Megan Thee Stallion was the one who actually shot herself in the foot and blamed Tory Lanez. But maybe, I'm not saying, maybe Tory Lanez, you know what I'm saying, he had enough and he let off a couple rounds. You know what I'm saying? So, and also the news, the recent news of Tory Lanez being stabbed. I read an article right now just to check it. He said 14 times he's been stabbed, and he's in critical conditions. And you know, I hope he can pull through it. I hope he can survive it. You know, I don't want, you know, no death on nobody, cause like Biggie Small said, there ain't no coming back from that. So, but I was talking to my brother, and I wouldn't even be surprised if Megan Thee Stallion put a hit on him. Bro, these females is crazy sometimes, bro. Like, there's evil out there, bro. And it's just crazy, man. Just crazy. But that's just a conversation, a random conversation of what happened with that musician Tory Lanez getting stabbed 14 times. And the conversation of females, me noticing, like, girls that are very not attractive, but like provocative, very sexually, like females that look like, no disrespect, they could be the wholesome, the best people ever, but I'm talking about like girls that kind of look like that style. I'm saying the style, like Cardi B, you know what I'm saying, like what's her name? Damn, I can't believe I forgot her name. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, you know, like Megan Thee Stallion. You know, those girls that are just very like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, very like that. And, you know what I'm saying? You know, you just gotta be careful of girls that are like just very pretty, because sometimes those are like bad people, because the way that they've lived their lives is completely different from men's, completely different from regular women, you know, and they just get away with a bunch of stuff, and they just go about their lives doing that stuff, you know. So like them Instagram models, like, it's like they have no soul. They're just right there taking pictures of themselves, like, oh, I'm so pretty, me, what can I get from men, and I get what I want, you know what I'm saying? It's like materialistic. I want money. How much can you give me? What do you have to offer? And they'll be like, you know, the women that go hunting after NBA players. And, you know, I'm just saying, like, these women are just evil, you know what I'm saying? They'll be using the children as pawns to mess with the man. Like, you're not going to see your children. I want more money. They use the children. They don't even sometimes care for the children. They just use them as leverage for, you know, power. So, yeah, that's just a random conversation I had with my brother. No disrespect to the good women, you know, out there. I know you guys are out there. We love you. We hope you guys are, you know, doing well. Anyways, that's my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.